And we here. We are live. We in SHEcago Talks. Got some of the oldies but goodies back. They've been around the world. I don't know, staycation, vacation. They haven't been here, but we keep them in mind. But I don't know what we're going to talk about. We talk about everything, but whatever we're going to do it as soon as we come back on the show. Be right back. Hey, it's your buddy AJ Williams, the media guy. It's that time for your wellness and your wealth to reach new highs, to expand the universe. So give us a call, 312-686-4097, or email us at SHEcago100@gmail.com. That's right, SHEcago100@gmail.com. And join the conversation on SHEcago Talks Live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And watch your wellness and your wealth rocketed out of this world. That's right. Come get the 911 on the 411. For women, from women. Hurry. Remember, it's a Her World Media production. And the great super teacher is in.
Hey,
the revolution.
Hi, Keila. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Hi.
All right.
Good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
All right.
And not viewed, as they say.
Yeah. The revolution.
Oh, you know what? If I could, I would.
Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. They want the bongy, bongy, bong.
No,
Yeah.
no singing.
Yeah, that was old. So what's new, Doctor?
Pardon?
Dr. Blue, we're going to start with you. What's new? What you been doing? Because you did pop in and looked around and you didn't say nothing last time.
Yeah.
I ain't going to call you out. I'm just going to
wasn't 100% sure what the topic was that day and how I could contribute, but I am here today, at least for a little while. I have another Zoom meeting to hop on. Let me see. Where do I want to start? I want to start here. I am like so over all of these meetings, and I am just so over not being able to go out, and I am so over masks, and I'm just really like wondering if we are ever going to get back to normal. We start there.
Do we want to get back to normal?
Oh, I sure hope this is not the new normal. I don't think I could deal with this being a new normal forever.
Oh, that's not what I mean. What I mean is let's do better than what was before.
Good point. Good point.
Oh.
Good point.
Well,
Good point.
I'm glad it happened in my old age. I got around so much. I don't even need to go nowhere no more. I'm good.
Well, I do.
Oh.
I do. As a mature person, I thought when I retired that I'd be able to get on a plane and go anywhere I want in the world. And the restrictions and the fear that everyone has about people from other places and so forth puts a serious damper on what was in my heart in terms of what I wanted in the future. You know, because I do philanthropic work, going to countries and serving in teacher corps and so forth. And it was also a way for me to learn more about people. Mm-hmm. And so I would like a better normal.
Yeah.
New normal, hopefully. But I have a sense that there's a dread thing coming. There's something else. One of my friends suggested that we're not looking up at this planet that's supposed to be coming to us. So we're focusing on this level now. So no, I want to get up and get out.
Where would you go?
Well, the last place I went in teacher corps was to the Fiji Islands.
Okay.
And I have a relative in the Philippines. So we had discussed going to China. And I mean, I'd like to do that. I haven't ever stood still in terms of, going out and doing things. And this is causing me to stay home.
Yes.
Mm.
And even when you're not, I mean, I love international travel. I would love that as well. But even just in my day-to-day life, for instance, I'm a swimmer. I love to swim. I love to
Right.
exercise. I love to be active. But for a while, for a good chunk of time,
Right.
all of the facilities were
Right.
closed. You couldn't even
Right.
go to the health club.
Yep.
And then
Right.
after that, I was sort of skittish about going. And then finally I said, you know what? If I don't work out, that's going to have a negative impact.
Right.
If I go, maybe that might have a negative impact. So it's really a wash. So
Right.
I went.
Right.
I'm with you on that because I'm a swimmer too. And
Okay.
I went through the exact same feelings. Didn't work out for a long time, at least not swimming. That was my main thing. Did a little yoga at home and I was like, she's in my head. And finally, I just said, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
And then let's see, October, November, December. 3 months after, then the city came out with the mandate. And so then I was back in this place where I'm like, okay, what do I do?
Right.
Where do I go? But to really,
That is true. You have to show a card to get into the health clubs now.
yeah. So there was, and people were not initially understanding what other things could be and should be honored, because I was working for a little time at a youth center that they didn't understand it either. Like I had to educate them. But my point is, I got on the scale. To your point, I got on the scale and I went, okay, I ain't getting any younger here.
Right.
But you know what I ended up doing? I ended up
Hi, Michele.
putting a deposit
Hi, Miss.
on a swim spa to have in my backyard.
Oh my God.
Now I don't have it yet. I just put $200 down, but my goal is to actually, the kind where the water stream just comes at you and you never stop swimming. So and then a girlfriend of mine said, well, just build a 3-season room over it. Then it's kind of like it's inside. And open your wall up. And I was like, so I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of spa, there's Miss Michele Nelson, who is
and
a magic person at Betty O Spa in Hyde Park, and I've been going to Betty since I was a 20 something, and she's the magic. I can never say the word esthetician.
You said it.
You said
Right, and she's a lady who keeps me looking fabulous, if I can be so
Yes.
bold.
Going to the spa makes a difference.
Yeah, and I do it on a regular basis.
Yes, she does.
I need to, because of the pollution and whatever. So this is the group of some of the ladies who are here. There's Anthony Williams, who is he's
just the
he's
guy.
a media guy, but he's a media guru.
I'm just the
He's
guy.
our host extraordinaire.
You know what I love at Betty O? It was
What?
a package was given to me for my birthday years ago.
Okay.
The water massage thing in the tub, I think. Oh my God. I was just like, I died and went to heaven.
Well, there's your water,
I like the
Keila.
fact that I can go to Betty and get the kind of treatment I would get in the loop. It's luxurious and I'm consistent with it. I joke to Miss Michele that I want to look as good as I can for as long as I can. So I understand it's not only internal, but it's external maintenance. And since we're all judged based upon our appearance, I'm very happy that I met Miss Michele.
Is that how we judge people in America, on appearance?
Of course, stop it.
No, you must be talking
Appearance
about
and
another
race.
country.
I have to say this one thing. It's the only negative things. Please pardon me. I was in a Mexican neighborhood bordering where I live in South Shore.
Can we say Hispanic?
No,
No.
Oh,
because most of them are Latino. Don't get me started, Anthony, on people's.
that
locale,
evolution
okay?
I once started.
Most of these folks came from South America.
Okay.
They had no hookup really with Spain. So I'll talk with you about that later.
Hispanic is.
But I made a purchase and the woman looked at me with such contempt and hate. It sent a charge through me. And I was wondering how you could judge me but judge me on my appearance. That is my skin, and you don't know me. And I made a decision. I won't be shopping at her store anymore.
I hope
And
it
we'll
wasn't
pass the
food.
word around about that particular business. It was a restaurant, by the way.
I was gonna say, I hope it wasn't food. It was.
Woman was a cashier.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but
She
the
was-
way she responded to me is she didn't know me,
right.
and she was, so I made him. I won't spend my dollars there. But
She
yes,
doesn't
we're
know-
based upon how we first of all the skin, basically the skin, and then if you're cute or whatever as a woman, you all have faced that. But
You could have broke out. You could have broke out in Spanish for all she knows. You could have been just as Latina as she.
Well, maybe you was too cute for it. That's probably what it was.
you know what to say. Sometimes you infuriate me, but then you make it up. So we'll keep you around a little while longer, Anthony.
Pretty
Thank you.
girls get a lot of problems. I understand.
Can
Betty
Michele,
O is
Michele
doing you well.
talk a little bit about what happens at Betty O's and some of the services that
And
provide?
why you need that every day and once a week or something?
And can you, before you say something, I just want to say, Maybeth and Michele, Betty O is doing you beautiful. Because you look
Yes.
wonderful.
She's about 1,000, and she walks around every day in
Both
her
of you.
her skin tight pants, full makeup, and I learned from her about skincare,
Mhm.
and I'm grateful. Michele,
We probably should have had Betty on this.
wasn't
She
thinking
would-
maybe next time.
She would have enjoyed. Then that way she can tell her own story rather
Okay.
than me trying to tell her story. But to make it as simple as I possibly can. So yes, I'm a licensed esthetician. I work at Betty O Day Spa in Hyde Park, and she is one of the first Black-owned spas in the city of Chicago, and probably I would say in the country.
Wow.
Because her business has, let's see what years is. I think she said she opened her business in 1979. So what is that, about 43 years in business? And while we've seen many people, many businesses flourish after her, she's like a trailblazer, who have come and unfortunately have gone, that she still has staying power in this industry. So we're very grateful to be there and to have, still being. I'm sorry, I've been working all day. I
right.
look much better than this. Tell him, Miss White. I
That's
usually
all
look
right.
Yes,
much
she
better
does,
than
and
This
she
is-
also is a yoga
have-
partner. We took low.
This ain't- Go ahead.
Well, I've been remiss, but I met Miss Michele at Betty O's, but we also are participants in classes at something called Yoga 6
Yeah.
when I was attending, and
Yeah.
do you?
Okay.
We've
I
all
was
had
just,
busy
apologize.
days. My hair is
So-
all up on top of my head,
Right.
Well, this is
but,
not NBC, ABC. This is what I want real. I ain't looking for plastic people.
Well, I was kind of looking at myself in the camera, and I at least could have put on some lip gloss or something. But
Yeah.
anyway,
All right.
I was working, and I happened to look up, and it was 6:00 already. So I made the run, and I tried to log onto my computer. I was having problems, so I said, "Well, let me just do it by my phone." So everyone's profile right now is really small
Slam.
because I'm on my phone. But anyway, going back to Betty O. So like I said, she's been in the business for over 40 something years, and we're still going strong. We're in Hyde
Yes.
Park. We're still going strong. And one of the things about, in my opinion, about skincare is just being consistent with it.
Yes.
Miss White comes every month to get her facials, and that is why. But it's not. I always tell clients that it's more to it than just getting facials, because even if you decided to do facials on a regular basis, you would only come once a month. So the rest of those 29 or 30 days of the
Right.
month, you have to maintain good skincare on your own. So it's vitally important to maintain your own skincare regimen, even if you are coming to get facials on a regular basis.
In addition to that, it's important that we are aware about hydration, the proper
Right.
diet.
Yeah,
I like
all of the,
sugar,
yeah, all those
so
things.
I have
It's more,
to try to be careful.
yeah.
And
It's
so we're responsible for who we are. And we have to work at it, especially since my doctor says that we all suffer from something called non-specific rhinitis in the winter because our houses are closed, and even with humidifiers, unless you have something to suck out the debris in the air and so forth, you might have some skin irritation.
Mm.
or just
And what?
just skin dryness from that. I
Yeah,
know when I was a
right.
kid growing up, my mother would always keep a big pot of water boiling on the stove all day, in the winter months, and so it never occurred to me until I became an adult, got my own place, that what she was doing is basically keeping keeping the house, keeping the apartment like a humidifier, right?
Right.
So because those things, and I explain to clients that this weather, the colder weather, especially in Chicago, it takes a toll on our skin, your hair,
Right.
your sinuses, your skin, your nails, everything. So just to be able to incorporate that in I turn my humidifier on every night before I go to bed. It helps with my sinuses. So just those little things definitely help.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So I'm grateful that my mother taught me when I was young, since I was probably 15, 16. She always told me to put moisturizer on my face. So I've always done that. Here I am with my baby face at 51. And but I do notice exactly what you're talking about. In the winter, I almost like want to change my moisturizer, because I could put moisturizer on 2 times, like let it soak in, put some more, and I still get like
Right.
dryness on my
Right.
cheeks, especially, and up here, and it's frustrating.
So
What are some things, like, do you recommend even for people to change moisturizer in the winter, at least in Chicago?
That's a good
that's
question.
okay. Thanks, Miss White.
It
I was
is.
about to. She took the words out of my mouth. That's an excellent question. Um, yes, we always advocate. Well, my story to clients are when they ask about their moisturizer is that you treat your skincare regimen like your diet and your clothes. So depending on
Ooh.
the weather, right? In the winter months, what do? We wear sweaters and heavier
Right.
clothing, coats, hats, gloves, blah, blah, blah. So your skincare regimen should be uh, kind of the same, right? With heavier moisturizers, a creamier, a cleanser. You want to use products that's not going to strip the natural oils from the skin, but help to maintain moisture to the skin. Because remember, I mentioned about a humidifier. So all those things are to help aid in keeping moisture to the skin. Whereas it in the summer months, it's hotter, it's more humid outside. I even though as I've matured, I used to have extremely oily skin, but as I've matured, my skin is not as oily as it used to be, although there's still some oils there. So in the summer months, you lighten up on your skincare regimen. So I'll use more of a gel-based cleanser, a lighter moisturizer, that kind of thing. I try to cleanse my skin more often in the summer months, if you're out all day and that sort of thing. Me personally, my whole goal was to try to maintain proper skincare so that I didn't necessarily have to wear makeup to cover. I like to pretty much have good skincare so that the only thing I really need to do, and that's in the winter or summer, is put on some lipstick and some mascara, a little blush, and keep it moving. So that's one of the things that we at Betty-O that we do tell clients, that we never keep clients on the same product for any length of time. We're constantly changing as clients come back. Like 6 months they're on one thing, we'll change it to something else to accommodate the different climate here in Chicago or whatever.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And I also, let me also add that exfoliating the skin is also a good thing. You don't want to do too much exfoliation, maybe about once a week or twice a week at best. And what the exfoliation does is it removes the dead cells so that when you do apply your products, that it helps to penetrate better.
Well, the reason I also asked that is because in it seemed like it made sense, although I've never done it and I've always been afraid to do it, because when I have ever changed product that I put on my face, I break out. And why is that?
Because the skin sometimes have to get acclimated to something different. And changing your product, sometimes the skin reacts differently. But if you notice that if you continue to use it, then it'll, whatever little breakout you may have had, it'll subside. It's just like when you go into the gym and you're working out, and if you're doing the same thing all the time, at first you'll see some changes, but after a while, when you continue those things, you'll just kind of plateau, right? So in order for you to see something different, you have to do something different.
I heard it.
All
Amen.
right.
So it's a suggestion, Michele. Let's talk to Betty. Maybe she'd like to come on.
I'm sure she would,
Yeah.
and let her tell her story rather than
Fascinating
me trying to.
story.
And
She's done a lot. Betty is she'll be 87 this year, and
So she says.
She's
So she says. She's older than that, but we won't get into it.
No, she's born in 1935.
Don't tell her secret.
She don't mind telling her age. But she's been at this skincare thing for so long that she has absolutely zero wrinkles.
That's true.
So she's very well maintained, and she swims 5 days a week. She swims 5 days a week.
Right.
She's been doing that for the past 50 years. And so, she's just, she's a freak of nature. We just laugh about it. It's,
Do you
I want to
know
be
what?
like that. I stopped swimming also, and I got into yoga, and I just enjoy it.
You got to do both.
I understand, but swimming every day wouldn't need the yoga as much, but I enjoy the yoga as well. I'm still kind of skittish about getting in the water now. So
I'd rather
that's
swim.
a personal thing.
I ain't got time to be putting stuff around my neck, my heels over my neck, and putting my head on. I'd rather swim.
You need to be quiet.
I'm a swimmer. That's what and this Betty O, I knew her husband. We hung out at WL Lillard's. We used to do his show, and he used to always have her show as a commercial on his show.
Oh,
okay.
I knew him 30 years ago.
How nice.
She had her own television show and,
and
all those things. So you knew Dr. Odom, huh?
Yeah. No, way back when, and Dr. W.L. Lillard and his thing, and putting shows together and all that good stuff.
Okay.
So you stopped doing it out,
ma'am?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You stopped doing the yoga, Mr. Williams?
W.L. Lillard was a master. I didn't do yoga. I can't put my heel back there.
Okay.
No.
Well, I can't either, but I'm moving towards that, and it's helping me to get in touch with not only some muscles, but to limber up my joints.
Yeah. You'll get in touch with a lot if you put your heel back there.
And my breathing has allowed me to walk further than I've been walking.
That's awesome.
And so I enjoy it.
And that's what we need. Our soldiers for the revolution.
I'm looking forward to going back to swimming.
All right, Aqua Woman.
So I love the way this has turned into self-care and self-wellness. We have swimming, we have yoga. We started off with traveling, how that can be self-care and feeding. Then we have all of the skincare and the facials. I just love it. And it's perfect because we're about to go into Women's Month, but you all know that every month is Women's Month.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Don't we know that?
Well, thank you again, Anthony, for being insightful.
Well, hey,
and
I'm
being evolved enough to understand, as an ex said to me, if I'd have known women ran it, I wouldn't have behaved the way I did. So
I
we
ain't gonna
do,
lie.
but not on the surface.
So-
But
How many men coming in there to the spa though?
So
I saw there was a man yesterday doing mani-pedis with me.
Like you said, amen. But how many men really come in though?
They'll come if their significant other suggests it.
Oh wow.
Listen, to that
Other
point,
professional,
I just took my guy.
your husband.
No, we got
Anthony.
Oh. I thought that was you gonna say. She hoodwinked her husband to go with by gun. All right, go ahead.
No, I don't have a husband, but okay.
Oh, okay, go. I must be thinking about somebody else then.
So
Never mind.
We got couples massage and couples pedicures. He had never had a pedicure before.
Oh,
He was
how
real
nice.
skittish. And he was like, I don't know. I said, just do it. And then I joked with him the whole time while he was watching me get mine, because it was just a one at a time out in the country. I said, you know, what color you want us to paint your nails? He was getting so upset. I said, no, we're just going to buff them and you'll feel good. And so he seemed to really get into it. He was like, okay, my dad has been telling me I should do this, but I just thought that was a woman thing.
You know, we have to be taught that we have to be enlightened that taking care of yourself is not something, a quote unquote, I don't know if this is a correct word, a sissy thing.
Well, men just don't hang out.
The best that you can be, either male or female. But sometimes it's necessary for a woman to, honey, your feet are kind of rough. Let's go do a spa, or don't even call it a spa. Let's go get a treatment together.
Yeah, the spa sounds like an umbrella in my beard with a cherry on it.
You know what?
So-
we gotta love him. We gotta love you.
Men just don't say, man, we're gonna do a spa day.
I've taken
say-
friends and
Yes.
significant others
Michelle, go ahead, because the
who,
revolution is
have
going on.
massages and so
something?
forth.
Please.
So I would say probably maybe 5% of our clientele is male. It could be a little bit more than that, but what I'll say to that is oftentimes it's a woman that will introduce them to
Good.
it.
That's
right.
true.
Now we all know that
I would hope so.
We all know that there are guys that are very metrosexual. You know, there are guys that go get their nails done, their feet done, and you know, all that kind of stuff. They do that on a regular basis. But most of the time, we have women will introduce it to their mate, a spouse, or whatever. And what happens is that when they come, most of the time, it's important it's important to have your place of business not so she foo where they will feel uncomfortable.
Right.
And so when they come in and they see that it's very gender neutral, they'll be more apt to, you know, come back and get serviced. And then they'll find out that it's something that they enjoy, and you know, they'll keep coming back. So we get a lot of that. Like a woman will introduce them to it, but then they'll start coming back on a regular basis on their own,
sneaking in with guys and stuff.
But they don't tell their friends that they come get facials.
We don't talk about that in the barbershop.
They don't tell. But you know what? I would say this. You know, our Black men are the main. I mean, you know, they're under a lot of stress and things like that. They're the main ones that should.
Yeah, but we can't let that out.
Participate in self-care. Honestly, you know,
we can't let that out. And we walking down the street when we walk and looking. You know, we can't have the kids say, "Hey, Mr. Williams, I saw you at the spa." Oh,
how would you feel? How would you feel if you went into the barbershop and they had a pedicure station?
Okay, my dad had a manicurist in his shop.
Who put that in there?
And that was considered revolutionary to have a manicurist in a barbershop.
My dad used to get manicures. He would never let him paint his nails. He always buffed them, but my dad got manicures.
I mean, you even have guys that'll they'll get the manicures and then they'll get their nails buffed, or sometimes they'll even wear clear nail polish, believe it or not, but they would prefer to just wear a buffing, you know.
Right.
So, Michelle, how do you hoodwink the men in your life to get into day old spa. How do you
He said
hoodwink
something
them?
really
It has
mean,
to be that.
hoodwinked.
Why is it
Did I?
gotta be
Oh,
a
did I?
hoodwink?
My vocabulary is kind of harsh. How do you rope them up to steer them
It's
up, get them
very
in there?
You just
specific and
go ahead,
biased.
Michele.
You're-
You want go ahead, Michele, because
I'm-
I have a way I've done that. But go ahead, Michele.
I'm speechless.
Full of drinks, and then you get them. Come on, we're gonna go over here.
No.
Next thing you know, he in there.
Well, most of the time when they figure out what it is that I do, they want to get facials because they're like little kittens. They like to be rubbed on and that stuff. Sometimes they'll think it's woman stuff, but then when you introduce them to it, then they really
It's all right.
enjoy
They
it.
ease into it.
They purr like little kittens.
Yes. Hey, at the house, but I ain't going to the spa. Could you bring that gear to the house? I'll come by the house.
That's so
House
nice.
call.
Excuse me, everyone. I got a Zoom. So I wish you all well
Revolution.
and
Bye,
prosperity.
guys. I
I'll talk
thoroughly
to you soon.
enjoyed
Take care,
being with
Michele.
you
I'll talk with you
Bye.
soon. Take
guys.
care.
See
Bye-bye.
you, Miss
Bye
White.
bye.
Well, hey, we almost to the end anyway, so we got all the good information out for Miss Spa, and so she's been around a lot of years. So, do you guys coordinate and do other stuff, collaborations with the healthy eating, the healthy, reading your biometrics and all that stuff? Do you have that there? You incorporating that into the spa time?
Unfortunately, we don't, but it's not that we can't.
I just thought about it,
It's not that we can't. I mean, what can we do to facilitate that? You want to?
Well, I have a doctor.
You want to jumpstart that?
I will. I have a doctor. Dr. Betty comes on here, Wakana, and I'm gonna invite you back. Well, you invited. You can come on any Wednesday you want to pop in. Hopefully, I have Dr. Betty from Wakana, and I think you could guys do a crossover.
I currently have some buddies that are with Wakana also, and I actually have some right here as I'm looking. I have my Wakana.
But you know what, Michele? You know what his comment.
Here we
was
go,
about?
black and gold.
I have my Wakana oil right here.
See?
Michele,
Yes.
let me say this. I don't think that comment in question was really what you said. I think that was your way of trying to get in the side door to get an appointment.
Oh,
Okay, guys, I have to run.
all right,
Good night.
Dr. Aiidah Bluu.
Bye.
See you next time.
Good night.
No, I can't go by the spa. I'm not a spa guy, man. They gotta look like a cowboy joint. I just can't go in there. Although I haven't been by there in years, so I don't know how y'all rearranged it.
Well, if you haven't been there in years, we were on 5200 South Harbor for over 30 something years, and then she moved on 14. What's the address? 1424 East 53rd Street, right where the Boston Market is, like 53rd and Blackstone. So we were upstairs on the third floor. And now we've moved down into the lower level. So she has quite a bit of space. It's much more spread out. It's really nice.
I was there in the 90s, late 90s. So that's been a while.
Yeah, so she was on Harper.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, hey, I appreciate that y'all came out. And I hope next time you pop in, we even have more on the show. And I hope some more people hop in. But this is what it's about. It's an open forum. You can come in. I got your name going to school. So hope somebody saw you out here in the internet world. And people that come on to the show, get your name. And Wakana, you think about crossing that, tell old Betty the next level. It all intertwines. Like Walgreens says, at the corner of health and whatever they say. There we go. I'm only thinking because I'm with y'all. Y'all make me think.
Health and wellness.
See, there we go. And we can do a little swim.
That's what you get at Betty O too.
See, and I know with the Wakana, we're gonna take care of your outside and your inside, right? There you go. I gave you a commercial.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Right, y'all have a great evening.
Y'all some powerful women. I'll see y'all next time. And thanks, Miss Michele.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. Have a good
And you
evening.
can always come. You can call me. You can text me. You got my email. So you can text me and say, hey, when the show, I can come on this Wednesday and whenever, I don't lock people in. I don't hold people. And you got to come on every Wednesday. No, it's open forum. You come in. I'm here at 6 o'clock every Wednesday. It's
Very
for
good.
you, in and out.
Very good.
All right. And you have a nice evening. I appreciate
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you. Good night.
Hey, folks, that was the show today. We had the lady from the spa, and hey, you never know what you get when you come by. You never know what you get when you come by. When you pop in on the show, you can get anything. So do not fret on coming by the show. And we are out, and I thank you for coming by and listening in, folks out there in the internet world. I thank you, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great one. Hey, it's your buddy AJ Williams, the media guy. It's that time for your wellness and your wealth to reach new highs, to expand the universe. So give us a call, 312-686-4097, or email us at SHEcago100@gmail.com. That's right, SHEcago100@gmail.com. And join the conversation on SHEcago Talks Live.